Hi,
Hi,
hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How was your coffee?
Finally, I got my coffee after about 2 hours, but yeah, it was great. I was so looking to get that coffee, but my brother had some work and we had to get that done.
So, to move ahead with, I have one request for you that every time
Yeah.
what I do at the starting is I let you introduce yourself so that people can know more about you in your words.
Okay, let's do that. That'll be nice. A lot of people don't know something about me. That
Okay,
is that my entire qualification is that of a company secretary, and I've done LLB. I did my CA as well, but I couldn't complete for personal reasons. And I used to practice as a tax lawyer before I
okay,
entered this field. And then after 2010, I moved on to become an entrepreneur. So there's some story there as well, which eventually moved me into digital marketing. And I've been in this
okay,
field for now like more than 6 years. So yes, and in the course of these 6 years, because there were lots of things happening, I went out and proved myself, tried stuff, became an influencer also. So if you see my Instagram, I have managed to do a lot of collaborations with really good brands as an influencer. So I've been really lucky. Like I've got really big brands to work with. So I'm very happy with that. Obviously, that was not my final calling. My final calling landed up being digital marketing. So I'm totally focused on that, and here I am. So
yes.
because this whole thing got me so excited, I have also started teaching digital marketing for the last 18
Wow,
months. I've been teaching and mentoring young people. So yeah, that's
that,
about me.
that's really great. So basically, I wanted to know how your journey started as a digital marketer.
Okay. So when I was an entrepreneur, so basically at that point of time, me along with my brother, I
Okay,
launched a social matrimony website. Okay,
all
but
right.
we were way ahead of our times. Now you have Tinder and everything, which is doing
Right,
really well, you
right.
know. So all the
Yeah,
questions that people ask there, it's all out in the open, and people are open to answering such things, you know.
right.
Even that truly, madly, deeply, and stuff. All of those people now, everyone's ahead of
Yes.
time. So that point of time when we started social matrimony thing, so it was way ahead of time. So we lost a lot of money. We lost a lot of. We didn't get the trust as much because people were considering it to
Hmm.
be something like Bharat matrimony and stuff. But we were not like
Okay.
that. We were
Was it in
actually.
2010?
That was yeah around 2010, 11. That point
Yeah,
of
then I
time.
can imagine that time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago. So it was more like, you know, parents still very apprehensive about the fact, oh, you cannot write whether you smoke or drink. You parents don't even know whether the child is doing that. And if
Right.
the child is sexually active or they've had X number of boyfriends or what do they
Yeah.
like or whatever. So we had a very black and white question answer. So because you have to spend time with your partner, right? You need to know the real
Obviously.
person. That is what the concept was. But then we lost a lot of time. We didn't have the right team. We were way ahead of our time. So it was a very
Yeah.
sensible decision to pull it down.
Okay.
But then we yet went ahead. Then I
Hmm.
started another tech company. That was with my husband. So it was
Okay.
about. That was also a little ahead of time at that point of time, about 7, 8 years ago.
All
It
right.
was about buying clothes as per your body sizes, body shapes.
Okay.
So people were still not, they didn't have the knowledge about it and stuff. And at that point
Hmm.
of time, trust me, I met so many digital marketers. I met so many agencies. Even for creating my website, I
Hmm.
was burnt left and right. I mean, I just hated the fact that nobody was able to deliver what I wanted,
Okay.
and I was burning money every second, and there's nothing much I could do because I had no knowledge. And finally, when I lost a lot of money and I was totally frustrated, I jumped in to understand Facebook, how the ads work. I jumped in to
Okay.
learn how to make a website with WordPress, and
Right.
all of that. But I had lost so much of money, I couldn't pull off my business. Like for maybe 2 or 3 months after we launched, I had dried up my savings, you know, that I invested. because of these agencies and all, then nobody gave me the results I needed. And
Right.
I learned it the hard way. And that's how I finally entered digital marketing, because after
Okay.
I learned everything and I did everything on my own, so I officially don't have any formal training in digital marketing. I
Hmm.
like to call myself an experienced digital marketer as opposed to
Yeah.
somebody who has a degree in it.
Right.
But yeah, so that's how I entered. I felt the pain of an entrepreneur. I understood what it was. So I thought, why not change sides? Because I am a better person to give back to the entrepreneurs. And I do understand what digital marketing is. I do
Right.
understand the pinch it's going to have on your pocket. And you can't run away from it. You have to do it. So
Yes.
that's how
Yes.
I moved
Obviously.
on the other side. So from last 6, 7
Okay.
years, I'm into digital marketing.
Sonal, basically, how do you define the word digital marketing? If anyone wants to understand what digital marketing is.
So for me, digital marketing is basically you connecting with the audience and solving their problem. It's not about the numbers. It's not about the likes. It's not about trying to be famous and popular.
Hmm.
Say for
Right.
example, why do you follow an influencer or somebody on Instagram? Tell me, why would you follow somebody?
Because they help connecting to people.
It's actually you follow somebody because either you're learning something from them, or you're
Okay. Yeah.
getting some tips or tricks from them, or you're having some entertainment in your life because of the kind of content they
Obviously.
create.
Yes.
There has to be a connection, right? And digital marketing
Okay.
is
Right.
all about making connections. It's not the traditional marketing where you put out something and you expect the money to flow in the way we used to do like years ago. आपने 5-7 crores का ad डाल दिया and you will see some results and your products are sold. It's not like that
Right.
anymore.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, it's more about connecting rather than just going with advertising.
Yeah, that's what we do digitally, right? Even with our
Yeah.
friends, our
Right.
family, we've connected to the entire network probably that we knew, or people we haven't spoken for years, and we've
Hmm.
connected with them online. So
So, like, moving ahead, I wanted to understand one thing, and also
yeah.
some of the people reached me to ask you this question.
Okay.
That basically they wanted to understand that how do digital marketers decide on their charges and they
Right.
decide on their campaigns which they offers.
Okay, so now this is something even I get asked a lot. I know it may sound like a broken tape recorder or whatever of that sort. There is no formula for the charges that you would charge somebody. Now, it's very simple for you to understand. Now, say for a photographer, okay, if he's
Okay.
doing a product photography, or if
Hmm.
he's doing even for clothes or whatever, he charges like about 400 to 500 rupees a picture for clicking and
Right.
editing. Okay,
Yes.
so even if you take something like that as an example, if you see today a lot of digital marketers are giving their services for as little as 5,000 rupees a month with 25 to 30 posts a month.
Hmm.
Why would you value yourself so low? I mean, you need to have respect for the kind of work you do. You need to have
Yes.
respect for the kind of time you're going to put in to create the content for your client. And
Yeah.
I would rather say no to a client who is not willing to respect the knowledge I have, as
Hmm.
opposed to boast of having 100 clients.
Okay. Obviously true.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you do the calculation, like I told you about a photographer, if it's like 4 or 500 rupees, so if you are giving 30 posts, so 30 posts into 500 would be 15,000 rupees. So that is the bare minimum you should be charging somebody, right? Because you are going to
Obviously.
be creating a creative that's going to be going up on different platforms. And
Yes.
there's one more thing that every digital marketer needs to understand, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you're putting out content, okay, you are planning it. There is certain strategy involved, whether you like it or not. So if you have a strategy in place, which is going to take all the effort to write down your caption and plan your content and create
Mm-hmm.
the creative in such a way, you need to make sure that what you're putting out is respected by your client.
Obviously.
Okay, so if your client comes and tells you, oh, you know what, is you're just posting 5 images for me, so just do it for like $1,000 or something of that sort. It doesn't work like that, right? There is a lot of thought process that goes behind a creative. There's a lot of thought process that goes behind the caption that's going to be put out, and what value
Right.
will it bring to the people for who the brand is putting out the content for, like the audience of the
Right.
brand.
Yeah.
Right. So you just cannot go out and so undercharge yourself that at the end of the day you're so frustrated because the clients are very fussy when it comes to social media. Okay.
Yeah.
They want your ideas, they want fantastic ideas, but they ultimately want
Okay.
to copy another brand who's spending maybe 20 times their budget.
All right.
So the best way to charge yourself would be, think about it, okay? Even if you call somebody home to do work, like a carpenter or anybody else who has a creative skill, or somebody who's teaching yoga, or somebody, or a trainer who's giving his time in the gym, these are all artistic creative fields, right?
Right.
Do they
Right.
charge anything less than 2 to 3,000 rupees, or say 1,000 rupees a session? A good one is never going to charge you less. So if you are going to
No.
sit down to make a creative and write the caption, I'm saying if you're super duper good, you're going to have like say half an hour. Still, the costing comes up to 15,000 if you're going to do 30 posts and nothing else with it.
Right.
So you need to understand how much of time you're going to be giving in and value your time. If you don't value your time, nobody else is going to. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. That's totally true.
And that also brings me to the other point, which is that you don't go and overcharge a client when you know the client has all the budget.
Obviously.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I work on a very fair practice. My entire network, I have very young people in my network. So some have just started out, some have been with me for 4 5 years ever since I started, and they were 18 or 16 when they joined me.
Okay.
So I have at least tried to instill that in my own network when we are working, that either you give client what you have promised, or you don't
Right.
over promise the client. But that does not
Obviously.
mean if a client comes to you with 1 lakh budget, you're going to use up his entire budget because the client has all the money.
True.
If you need 20,000 to do the strategy you have, and the client needs a result and you can get it, that is what you're supposed to charge.
So, like when coming to talking about digital marketing and about clients, so do you face what kind of issues basically you face with the client expectations? Because I see, because in the creative fields there are a lot of issues.
Oh, that is something I can talk about all night, but no, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I'll tell you something in short. So the thing is, the best or the worst thing that I should say is rather, it makes me laugh, it makes me cry at the same time. The client will come with an XYZ budget, okay? We try and give them the best strategy that will work for them. A lot of
Okay.
times it's something very new. Nobody has tried, but we know that it can give results.
Okay.
You know, with the tiny budget you have, we know
Right.
it will give you results.
Yeah.
But what happens to the client is very happy. Oh wow, let's go ahead, let's do it. Then in the night or the next day, we get this random message, which always happens with most of the clients, that I saw this XYZ brand, they are doing this XYZ activity, and I want to do the same. And we're like, okay, we understand the brand, we do know the kind of budgets, we do have a fair idea the kind of budgets they must be working with. Would you like to at least give us 10% of that budget to work with? No, budgets I don't have, but I want to follow what the brand is doing. So they want to do something that is already tried and tested, but
Right.
they want it to be unique. So how do I get to that? I'm still trying to understand, and I'm learning with every client. But yeah, that's one thing that's very difficult to manage.
Like,
Some
yeah.
brands are good, and they see results. And I have had such clients in the past, and they've been really happy. I have clients who don't even question what my team is going to be putting out for the entire
Okay.
week. मतलब they themselves see it after it is posted. उन्हें पता भी नहीं होता है, because we know the strategy, we know what the, so
Right.
the
Because
client
they
has
trust
brought us
you.
on. Correct. So the client has got me on board because they want this thing off their head. But if I'm going to torture them with everything and they are going to keep picking up stuff in what I'm doing for them, what's the point of hiring me? They rather do it themselves. It's not that difficult.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to basically trust the person who we are giving the contract to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you see people and different various companies online, what do you think that there are various like simple problems or issues that they are doing on their account, which is why they are not growing?
You mean to say the smaller businesses?
Yeah.
Or you're talking about the agency people?
No,
The businesses.
Yeah.
Businesses. What I personally feel is that every business requires the right guidance. You need to understand one thing: digital marketing is about storytelling, okay? And digital marketing does not have a rule book. Let me tell you that. It's
Okay.
all about understanding basics and fundamentals and then working your way around it to achieve your goals. What happens with the businesses is that they are constantly trying to sell. They are not creating any value for, even if they're reaching 100
Their audience.
people, they're not giving the kind of value they should be giving. So say for example,
All right.
if it's a beauty product company, okay, so people will follow you once they start trusting you, and the trust is going to come when you give them content that is have some value to them, how you
Okay.
can use the product, or you give them some beauty tips. Why would somebody follow you if they want to just buy a lipstick?
Obviously, yeah.
When they want to buy a lipstick, they have Mr. Google to go and find out which lipstick to buy. Why will they follow you as a brand?
Totally true.
So this is something that every brand is missing. A lot of small brands are missing, sorry.
Okay.
Because what happens is they feel कि नहीं यार अभी हम किसी को लेके आएंगे उसको 20,000 रुपए महीना देना पड़ेगा and it's a pinch and I don't want to shell out that much of money, तो छोड़ो मैं खुद ही कर लूंगी. But even if you are do it the right way, yaar, everybody has a good smartphone today. You can take a video
Right.
and put it up. Nobody's telling you to be a master in editing. You can go
Yeah.
live, like we're going live right now. There's so many
Yes.
options, but you need to give some value, right, to the audience. Only then are they going to follow you. Why would they follow
Yeah.
you otherwise?
Yes, yes. So basically, when small businesses come online, like as we discussed that in these time that various businesses are coming online. So how do you suggest them that they can target their audience and find their audience on social media?
Two things outrightly you need to do with every other strategy that you decide. One
Okay.
is valuable content, like I said. You just
Right.
can't go, okay, this is my product, buy. Nobody's going to buy. Nobody's
Okay.
interested. Okay,
Yes.
there are hundreds of same product available in the market. Everybody has a favorite brand. It's already there in their heads. You have to crack that and get through that. How are you going to
Right.
do it? Create valuable content. Second thing, when you're putting things out on social media, every platform has its own things that you need to follow. Like say for Instagram, you need to use relevant hashtags.
Okay.
Okay. Something very quickly about it. What I mean by relevant hashtags is what people do is supposedly they're launching a beauty product and they will go and target the biggest hashtag that is available. Like something that will have say 1 million posts, 20 million posts. Your post is going to get lost.
Obviously.
You have a very small chance unless it is so creatively beautiful. It is of so much of value when you have the right caption and the right hashtag. Will somebody get to see it?
Okay.
It will
Yes.
come on the explore page. But what people don't understand is that if they target the smaller hashtag, say which has 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, even 1, 2 lakh post in it when you're looking for hashtags, the chances of them coming onto the explore page are way higher.
Right.
So you can indirectly reach your target audience.
Okay. Right.
On Facebook, you have groups that can really help. Groups are not being used the way they should be.
Okay.
People are not really connecting with the right kind of people. You can
Right.
create a lot of value there as well. So there are small things that you need to do. Each platform requires something different. You need to
Yes,
understand what
obviously.
works for you. So if you
Right.
have your valuable content and if you know how to use the platform really well, it's very easy to reach your target audience.
Right.
Another thing you need to understand about your audience is you need to understand what audience are you talking about. Are you talking to some about some teenagers? Are you talking to
Hmm.
young women? Are you talking to boys or say sneakerheads? What kind of an
Right.
audience are you really looking to talk to? And accordingly, your content has to be planned.
Obviously.
So
True.
once that thing is taken care of, there is no stopping you.
I wanted to ask you this thing that if someone is starting new as a digital marketer, so what will be your tips for them?
Okay, I think so. It's the right time to announce what I was hoping to announce at the end of the conversation.
Okay.
See, there is something known as, I mean, you need to have some knowledge, okay? You need to read up material, you need to understand. And the only way after that is to experiment and execute.
Hmm. Okay.
Otherwise, you're not going to learn anything in digital marketing. You're going to be a big zero. Your career is never going to take off.
Hmm.
So a little contribution from my side is I am starting my own edtech startup. It's supposed to be launching
Okay.
next week, and
Amazing.
next week. So the first course is basic in digital marketing, and I've done it in Hindi, so it can reach as many people as possible. One of my colleagues is joining me on the platform. There is another course which is going to teach you to make creatives with all the free tools in the market. So it is my shout out, it's my guarantee to you. Once you go through that course, sorry, you have to buy it, yaar. Abhi thoda to okay, theek hai. So you have to
Yeah.
buy the course, you can go through the entire course. And it's my guarantee to you, after both the courses, you can definitely kickstart your career in digital marketing.
Okay. So where
See,
can we get
because you
that
need
course?
something. If you don't know anything, you need to study the ABCD. But how to use the ABCD is only going to happen when there is experimentation and execution.
So
So
true.
the course is purely designed in such a way.
Okay. And
Yeah.
where can we access that course?
So it's going to be on sonalsomani.com.
Okay, your
So
website.
yeah, definitely. It's going to be on my website. This is another thing what a lot of brands get very confused. Everybody wants खुद का Instagram अलग चाहिए, फिर कंपनी का नाम अलग है, कंपनी का अलग चाहिए. अरे, I am the digital marketer. मेरा business है. People know Sonal Somani. Why should I
Right.
have any other brand name? I'm making
Obviously.
myself a brand. I'm a brand standing in front of you.
Yeah.
That's the right way to move ahead today, right?
So true. Exactly. And some tips which you would like to give to all of us how we can grow our social media, like Instagram account. Just a random
Instagram,
thing.
oh, everybody wants to be Instagram king and queen.
You
Okay.
know that better.
Of course. Which is why I thought it would be good to first prove myself and get my numbers, so it's easier to talk to people, after that. So,
That's so true.
one thing you need to understand with Instagram is that you need to have a niche. You cannot go out left, right, and center and be like, यार मुझे खाना भी पसंद है, मुझे traveling भी पसंद है, मुझे fashion भी पसंद है. You cannot do that. If it's
Okay.
something as small as say you're only into, I don't know what, say maybe caps, okay?
Okay.
You're just into caps, for example. So then whatever content goes up on your Instagram has to be about caps. It could be you wearing caps, it could be you reviewing caps, it could be the brands that you talk about when it comes to caps, everything
Okay.
related to it. So it has to be a very niche, like you have to decide your niche and then go ahead. Like in your case, so you are talking to people from different businesses, or different
Right.
professionals, right? So it's a
Yeah.
niche. You picked up your niche. So you need to pick up your niche if you really want to have some name on Instagram, because people are either going to follow you to learn something or to get entertained. There is nothing else, trust me.
Okay.
These are the only two things that people are looking for. So today, if I'm following an influencer also on Instagram, it is because, okay, she does her makeup well. I would love to refer to her when I want to do an XYZ kind of makeup. So I want to follow her. I want to see the tips she's giving me. If I am a digital marketer, I want to follow my mentors. I want to see
Okay.
what are they recommending, because I need to keep upgrading myself.
Obviously.
Digital marketing is very dynamic. It's not like you studied one thing today and it's going to stay with you forever. You have to keep upgrading yourself.
So
Okay.
true.
So I follow my mentors. I follow the people I look up to in my field. So one thing is that, so you have to have your niche right. Then, like I said, once you picked up your niche, then you move into the kind of content you create. Once you get the kind of content you are ready to give out,
Create.
then
Yeah.
you need to be very crystal clear with the kind of hashtags you're going to be using to grow your account.
All right.
It's all about hashtag and the content that you put out on Instagram. And please make use of whatever new feature a platform brings out.
All right.
Say, for example, in the current case, it is Reels. Okay?
Yes.
So, Reels is going to get you a lot of exposure because, of course, it's a new thing for Instagram. It's going to push out to a lot more people. And if you see, अभी भी बहुत कम लोग Reels create कर रहे हैं as compared to putting out posts, because people have still not gotten used to it.
Right.
So you need to use the new features. You need to use whatever engagement features that are there on the thing, on your platform, in this case, Instagram. So like use the counter that is there, use the polls, use questions. So these are all engagement techniques. The only way your account is going to grow is when you are literally forcing people to spend more time on your content.
Okay.
Because Instagram wants people to spend as much time as possible on Instagram. So if your content is helping them do that, your growth will go faster.
Okay.
It's very simple. But it requires patience, huh? It doesn't happen
Obviously. Yes, obviously.
अरे चलो सोनल ने बोला 5 डाला चलो अभी 10,000 फॉलोअर्स आएंगे ऐसा नहीं आएगा. Let me make that also very clear.
But one tip for everyone, irrespective of digital marketer, everyone who is starting their new business.
Okay, new business as an entrepreneur. Okay.
Yes.
So one thing I have learned as an entrepreneur, and I would really like to give it out to people, is that you can only delegate work that you understand. So I am not talking about only digital marketing, but I'm talking about everything. So I do understand, चलो finance आपका नहीं है, आपको marketing नहीं आती, आपका काम है केक बनाना, for example, आप केक ही बनाओगे. But you need to understand those other aspects of your business as well. You can only delegate work that you understand. जिस चीज के आपको समझ ही नहीं है, आप क्या delegate करोगे?
So true.
So that is where the problem comes, where people come and आपको बुद्धू बनाते हैं. फिर आपको लगता है you're being cheated, and फिर आपको लगता है आपके फालतू में पैसे खर्चा हो रहे हैं. So everything is available online, right? You can just go, अरे 500,000 रुपए का कोर्स कर लो यार. It's only about getting some knowledge.
Yeah.
And then starting your business. When you're working so hard for your product to be right, why not understand the aspects of the business and then jump into the business?
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm not saying this for the heck of saying. I come from a financial background. I know I come from a financial and legal background. So today when somebody is talking to me about money, somebody is talking to me about these are the legalities that you need to take care of, I understand. You know, so I know what the person is trying to tell me. So I'm not saying कि आप जाके law की पढ़ाई करो और finance की पढ़ाई करो. But you need to have a fair bit understanding and pay attention to these small details, because eventually these are the things that will make or break your business.
Okay.
Plain and simple.